There is no man that you will be his wife or who will wife you and won't expect you to respect him. Jeannie Mai and Jay-Z relationship is like a situation where you got something that you did not pay for. Now, I'll say this. Women, stop deceiving men. Because I think Jeannie Mai, she deceived Jay-Z. And I don't think that is right. And that is why she's having problems in this marriage less than 2 years. Stop being a chameleon. Let me use that word. Stop being a chameleon, trying to fit in, trying to change yourself so a man can want you. I think, and I'll argue it all day, Jeannie Mai was attracted to Jay-Z, to Jeezy from the very first day he appeared on Real. And maybe she was already attracted to him before he came on the show. And immediately she started trying to reform herself, basically to look attractive to him, to be the woman that he wants. And Jay-Z himself, he saw because she looks totally different. You can argue with me all day. And here's a picture of her when she was with her ex-husband. And here's a picture of her now. For now, when she was in the Real, though she dresses all right, she dresses well, but she looks like a church girl. She has this little chubby face. She looks so innocent. She looks so naive. She has this innocence about her. I think maybe that was because men like Jay-Z, who are street men, who are masculine men, they are attracted to feminine energy. I think that he felt that Jeannie Mai was a feminine woman, and he went into the relationship. And this, I will say this going forward as well. You understand? When you are a woman in your 30s, and I've seen so many women make this mistake. I'm not speaking for every woman, but so many women make this mistake. When you are in your 30s and going to your 40s, and you are in that age where you want to be with somebody, chill with somebody, because you can tell the whole world that you don't want to be in a relationship, you don't want to marry, you don't want to settle down. But we both know that you are lying. You understand? Everybody wants someone to love them. Everybody, even though you don't want kids, even though you don't want children, everyone wants to be loved, wants to be cherished, wants to have that thing or that person that will call them, check on them. I think Jeannie Mai as well, she does want it. And when she started that relationship with him, she felt safe with him to want children. But then again, I'm going too far ahead of myself. And basically, when you are in that age, do not date a bad boy. You understand? Do not date a bad boy. Jeannie Mai, now according to TMZ, she's in a relationship right now where she's in the house with a man that doesn't want you. And according to TMZ, sources says that the relationship is awkward. They go, they come, they just, they are living in an awkward situation basically because they have a child together. That brings me back to my point. When you are in your late 30s, in your 40s, do not date a bad boy if you have never dated one before. And not just a bad boy. Do not date a handsome, rich, bad, black boy. Seriously, because you will get your heart broken. That is just the truth. And on top of that, if he is the bad boy like Jay-Z, who is from the street, sis, you are going to get your heart broken if you do not know how to submit. That is just the truth. Now, Jeannie Mai, according to her words, and here is it.
For example, I have a really hot temper. Not a lot of people know this, but it's just something in my family. I've seen it in my grandmother. Saw it in my grandfather, to my grandmother, to my mom, to my aunts, to me, right? But I didn't notice it in myself until I was with Jeezy.
Interesting. You didn't notice in your previous marriage?
No, because it has to do with the type of relationship you have and the type of respect you have for that person to mirror things back to you where you actually would stop you in your tracks and evaluate yourself,
So you had it.
So I had it, but nobody ever called me out on it. Also, in my line of work, sometimes being a boss isn't so great for you because you have a lot of people who just agree to what you want. They're yes men, right? And so I didn't notice that I had a hot temper until I got with Jeezy. And here's a person who is my equal and I really respect. And when I would spew some of my old habits, and he was like, like, who, that's not flying here. And also, it would trigger him to come back at me with things where I was like, who the fuck do you think you are? But I was triggering him. So through work, we learned that we both have certain habits that to the everyday person, from friends, family, fans, they'll never see it. But to the person who loves us deep enough, you can press that button and boom, the drama.
She's a woman that has anger issue, and is that coming out according to her words when she started a relationship with Jay-Z, which no man before Jay-Z or any woman, like she said, she's been with women. No one has ever commented on her anger issue. Now listen, babes, ladies, I made a video about this. You understand? You cannot wake up in your late 30s and late 40s, start talking about submission. When she was in a relationship, they were dating. And as soon as they were dating, she started talking about, oh, I'm ready to submit to my husband. I'm ready to submit to Jay-Z. He started talking all the right talk. That is what we call the chameleon attitude. You understand? Trying to make the man, because she was manipulating. She started saying all the right things. I want to get married. I want to feel loved. I respect him. I do all this and I do all that. And her words, she was saying the right things, but I'm sure that her character was saying different things. You understand? Because you don't just wake up in your late 30s and late 40s and start saying you want to be submissive. All through your 30s and through your 20s, you have never been submissive. You don't even know how to be submissive to a man, because being submissive to one man means a different thing to another man. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't just read something from a book or hear people talk about it, or it's a trend because you feel like this man is very masculine. Oh, I'm going to submit, when you don't even know how to submit. And to make matter worse, people like Kevin Samuel, he placed her on a pedestal to say, this lady, oh, Jeannie Mai, she's ready to submit. She's a submissive woman. You understand what I'm saying? You are not in that house with this girl. You understand? It is not an easy thing to submit when you are a woman who have never submitted to a man. And especially a man like Jay-Z. It will take you time to learn, to adjust. And if you are not careful, not every man has that ability to watch you change, because you should have worked on yourself before you get into that relationship. Because you can't just go into a relationship with a masculine man and be disrespecting him all the time, and you trigger him all the time and turn that relationship into a toxic relationship. After a while, the love will turn to hate, because there's a thin line between love and hate. And I say this to you ladies, those of you who are listening to my videos that are in your 30s, if you are single right now, go work on yourself. You understand what I'm saying? If you want to be with a man that you can respect, a man that you feel because don't marry somebody you can't respect. But if you want to marry somebody that you want to respect, you want to be submissive to, you have to learn how to take the back seat. Especially a man that provides. So many modern women don't know how to be a wife because they've not learned it, or some modern women, you know, when you have been taking care of yourself for a very long time, when you've been by yourself for a very long time, and when you are from a broken home as well, it becomes difficult for you to actually know what it means to submit. Like I said, submissiveness means different things to different men. So when you are in a relationship with this guy and you guys are talking, ask him, what do you want? Or do you want a submissive woman, or what is submissiveness to you? You understand what I'm saying? Let the man tell you. Then you walk with that. But before then, like I said, work on yourself if you want to be that person. Because you cannot be in a relationship with a providing man and is masculine as well, and you want to be a boss in that relationship. It will not work. I am a Nigerian woman and I have seen this 1,000 times. You cannot marry a Nigerian man that provides, take care of you, a masculine Nigerian man, and you come there and disrespect him in his house. The marriage will not work. There will be problems. They will be having family meeting every 2 market day. So the best thing is this. Ladies, submissive, work on yourself. I'm sure there will be women on this comment section who will be who will fight me about the word submissiveness. And I'll tell you this. And I have one question for you. Are you married? If you're married and you don't have respect for your husband, I'll tell you what is going on. I don't need to be in your marriage to tell you what's going on. You are having problems in your marriage. Your husband might be with you, but he is thinking, I think I made a mistake. And if you are not married, I'm telling you, that could be the reason why you are not married, especially if you want to get married. There is no man that you will be his wife or who will wife you and won't expect you to respect him. You understand what I'm saying? There is no man. The only men that are like that are men that you feed. And a man that you feed, you do not have respect for that man. That man will use your money to have a side chick, look after another lady that respects him. Men, love for men is respect. You understand what I'm saying? So, moving forward with this kind of talk. Is the relationship or the breakup of the relationship, is it all Jeannie Mai's fault? I wouldn't say it is. But one thing I'll say is this. Know the man. Know your man. Jeannie Mai, she's married to Jay-Z. All the sources say Jay-Z is a private person. Girl, why won't you shut your mouth? She talks too much. She's on every interview show she was on, or she talks about it. Every detail about their relationship, how they have sex, when she farted, when they have sex, or everything about Jay-Z's feelings, how he feels, the words he says to her. Girl, what are you on about? What are you on about? Do you understand what I'm saying? She doesn't know how to be with a black man. And especially a black man that is from the street. Because sometimes such men, they don't want people to know how they think. They don't want people to see their soft side. That side of them is reserved for their family. It's reserved for their wife. It's reserved for their children. Why do you always go out there and speak about the soft side of this man? He has a reputation to protect. He is a rapper. He has to have that hard parts to him that he raps about, that he talks about, that give him integrity on the street when he does do his music. This woman, she goes out there, speak every time. Each time she opens her mouth, she's talking about their relationship, about what. Girl, shut up. How about that? You understand what I'm saying? Your man is private. Why do you love to talk? I'm looking at the mess that is going on now. Every source, somebody close to Jeannie Mai, a source close to Jeannie Mai, she is sitting at home crying or wherever. At the same time, she's trying to control the narrative. She's still trying to be in the media one way or the other, control the media. Why don't you just sit in your house and try to repair your marriage? How about that? Would that be too hard for her to do? Even TMZ and People's Magazine, they talked about reaching out to Jay-Z people and stuff like that. Nothing pen from this man. Know your man. Go to Jay-Z's Instagram page. There's hardly picture of his family. No, I don't think there's even any picture of his daughter. The man just has picture of his business. I think 2 or 3 picture of him and of Jeannie Mai, I think when they were trying to celebrate her 1 or 2 times. But that was it. Why can't she just be a person and just do your thing, do you? Nobody's telling you not to do your YouTube, not to do your business. Don't you have any other things to talk about? Because when you start talking about your relationship like that, I'm saying to you now, ladies, before you start speaking to haters, you won't even know. Because every time you open your mouth, oh, my man said this. Every time you open, oh, my man said this. You understand what I'm saying? And people start projecting that negative energy to your relationship. People start wishing you bad in your relationship, even though they will pretend that they wish you well. They don't. How about you just shut up? And that is why now that she's having problems, there are so many mixed feelings everywhere. So many people are laughing at her. And I'm sure some of the people she talked about a relationship with Jay-Z with, who have said, oh, that is so sweet. I'm sure some of them are laughing. So there is so much to learn from this woman. Ladies, when you have your man that loves you, your man is private, he doesn't want you to talk about your relationship like that, shut your mouth. You understand what I'm saying? Shut your mouth and mind your business. Anyway, that is all I have to say on this matter. Can you please subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you on my next one.